Good morning, guys. Jim Squares here, bringing you some more money solutions on how to have a cell phone plan for $75 a year or less, potentially. So first, for this money hack, remember to like and subscribe down below, share with others, and it's warm in here. Now, what I would recommend is everyone getting a Google Voice number. So you need to Google email ID, but then you can apply for a phone number, get a free phone number from them. So that's one thing. That's the first step. Now, the second step would be have a cell phone. So if you don't have a cell phone, this will work for you too. I go with a provider. It's called Tracfone, and I will tell you the good and then the bad with Tracfone. So there's there's always trade-offs, but essentially I pay about $75 ish yearly for my cell phone plan. We do a lot of we're kind of at home a lot, and with the whole COVID stuff, we're all stuck here. We're not going anywhere, and but first the thing you need to know about was coverage-wise. Like, how's the coverage? So let's flip over and check that out. All right, the coverage. So you can see this is a map of the Tracfone coverage. I'll have a link to it where you can all get there and look at it. But essentially, anywhere where there's white, it's not going to be covered. Now, it does say it covers a lot more in Georgia. That didn't. Well, no, that was the case. That was the case. So there are some spotty spots, like in, I'll say Wisconsin. It looks like in Illinois, like, the western side of it. Nebraska, I definitely would not recommend it there. It does work in Houston. I've used it for a lot for traveling, and it always works. But essentially, here's the deal, is you can buy a 400-minute plan for $99.99. Now, I know you're thinking, hey, Jim, you said $75 a year. Now, what I did, and I just did this with my daughter's plan, because I bought her a cell phone, is you buy the phone, and you buy the 400-minute plan. That's the least plan you can buy for this kind of thing, and still get these offers. But then you can add a second year for 50% off. So you're essentially locked into a contract for $150 for 2 years. And that's something that, yes, you have to work with it, you have to deal with it, but I would highly recommend it, because it's showing you that it's $150 for 2 years of a cell phone plan. Now, I don't give anyone out that cell phone number. I only have that. And what I do is I give everyone out my Google Voice number, which I mentioned earlier in the video. Now, if you have a Google Voice number, you can install a Google Voice app. Whenever you're connected to Wi-Fi, it'll go bring, and it'll go right through to you, and you'll get all the messages. And most of the time, people don't need your direct number. If they don't, you should be in charge of your own time. You should not be at the beck and call of everyone else, unless you really need to be, which, maybe you're a doctor, but then they give you pagers and stuff like that. So you got to be really protective of your time. So just like doctors are. So I actually do have a doctor friend. I do know his number, but he was very reticent about giving it out. And I've known him for years, and I don't ever text him, because I know he just doesn't. That's not what it's for. Because it's for emergency calls. Usually I send it to his wife, and then it'll go through to him, because then he knows it's not an urgent priority, because he has other things that he uses that thing for. So that's how I use our cell phone plan, and that's how I only pay $75 a year for me, and then for all my kids. You can actually add on multiple years. So you could add on more. You can get another 50% discount on another year of service. So essentially, every year you add, you're getting at $50 for the additional years, because 50% off of $100 is $50. And you could add on, I don't know how many years. I've never added on more than 2, because I keep thinking there's going to be another service, or this is going to all go free soon. And we're not there yet. We're not there yet. We don't have all Wi-Fi coverage. Maybe if that ever came, I might do that. I do have a puck, which I should talk to you. I should tell you guys about that. I will add that on another. That's a little teaser to remind me. If I don't tell you guys about it, put it in the comments and say, hey, you said you'd tell us about a puck that gives you Wi-Fi everywhere. And it works great. Actually, it's cheap too. It's not as cost effective as the cell phone, but you're getting data, and that's how then you can get all your Google Voice calls, and that thing's actually pretty slick. So, but yeah, that's what I highly recommend, using that. And Tracfone, it's been a great solution for us. We've saved tons of money. I've used it forever. That's the good. The bad, their support just sucks. So you're trying to talk to anybody or get through to anybody or have some common conversation, it's a bit brutal. So you get what you pay for sure. It's bare bones. It's like very difficult to get through someone who knows what they're doing there. And they have some issues, where you're talking to somebody and you're better off, trying to go through their call bank. It's not worth it. I would try their chat. Even the call bank is okay, but it's kind of nasty. So I will be transparent. So, but if you can deal with that, then you're good. So, for how often do you call your cell phone company? Probably not a lot. Or if you're paying a lot, you probably are, and then you don't want Tracfone anyway. So, but if you're not calling a lot, Tracfone's the one for you. I mean, the worst is you try it out, you pay $100, and the coverage, let's say it sucks, well then it's a $100 experiment. Yeah, that sucks to waste, but if it works, how much are you paying a month? $40. I have friends who pay $40, $50 a month. It blows my mind how they pay that much. They almost pay as much in a month as I pay in a year. It just blows me away. So, but anyways, that's what I got. And if you want to learn more about free life insurance savings or savings and shaving, I suggest checking out some of my other videos, either on this side or this side. I'm not sure which side, one of the sides. But in the meantime, we'll keep growing together. If you have other tips on how we can all get better with our phone bills, definitely put them in the comments below. Hopefully we all get some more money back in our pockets so we can put it into things that we truly value. So share this with others, like, subscribe, and we'll be talking. Take care. Later.